Most women think financial freedom is about hustle, luck, or being born into the right network. But here's the truth. It starts with who you become. My name is Rae Lux, a mindset mentor and transformation coach for ambitious women. And I'm going to give it to you straight because I've been where you are, feeling overlooked, underpaid, second-guessing my place at the table. And I know exactly what it takes to step into financial power and finally build a life of freedom. This video is not a fluff piece. It's my honest, unfiltered advice for the woman who's ready to stop playing small and start showing up like the version of herself who already owns her worth. Because no one is coming to hand you freedom. You have to claim it. And you do that by taking full responsibility for your growth. Let's talk about being underestimated, about walking into a room full of experience, titles, and egos, and feeling like you don't belong. I felt it, the fear that I'm too young, too soft, too emotional, too not enough. But here's the secret. What makes you different makes you valuable. Your perspective as a woman, your empathy, your creativity, your fresh lens, that is your edge, not your weakness. So stop shrinking. Use your difference as your position of power. When I stopped trying to be like everyone else in the room and started owning who I actually was, that's when people started listening. Negotiation isn't about being the loudest. It's about knowing your angle and backing it up with clarity and presence. And in male-dominated rooms, sometimes your voice won't be the strongest, but it can be the sharpest. I started learning how to flip what made me uncomfortable into my advantage. I wasn't just the youngest, I had the freshest insight on the customer. I wasn't just a woman, I was someone who understood emotion and behavior and connection in a way the others didn't. And that made me powerful. We've all heard it. Your network is your net worth. But no one talks about how dangerous the wrong network can be. If you're constantly surrounded by people who doubt themselves, guess what happens to you? You mirror it. Stop spending your time in rooms where everyone is at your level. Get in proximity to women and men doing 10 times what you're doing. Get uncomfortable. Stretch your standard. I remember attending a mastermind event where I felt completely out of place. Everyone was further ahead than me. It was intimidating, but it was exactly what I needed. Because I realized that growth lives at the edge of discomfort. Ask better questions. Find mentors whose results match the life you're trying to build. And take advice from people who are living what you want, not talking about it. Don't ask your broke friend for financial advice. Don't ask someone who gave up on their dreams how to chase yours. Confidence is contagious. So is mediocrity. Choose your circle wisely. And if no one around you is stretching you, go find a new room. As women, we've been taught to do it all. Say yes to everything. Be everything for everyone. But real success, it comes when you get crystal clear on what actually moves your life forward and eliminate the rest. I used to say yes to everything. Friend invites, family, obligations, social appearances, and then I'd wonder why I felt depleted, behind, and overwhelmed. Now I define my top priorities every single day, and I'm ruthless about protecting my focus. The more you say no, the more powerful your yes becomes. If you want financial freedom, get in the habit of making decisions based on where you're going, not where you are. I've skipped events, dinners, even vacations because my vision needed my attention. And no, that doesn't mean I don't value rest. It means I value alignment. I don't want a balanced life. I want a meaningful one. You are not here to be busy. You are here to be effective. Say no to everything that doesn't serve your highest timeline. This one might trigger you, but hear me out. Balance is beautiful, but it's not what builds empires. The truth is, in the season where you're building something from scratch, there will be imbalance, there will be sacrifices, there will be trade-offs, and that's okay. Wanting more isn't selfish. Wanting financial stability, legacy, choice, freedom, it's noble, and anyone who shames you for working hard to get it isn't someone you need to impress. You don't have to hustle forever, but in this chapter, focus like your future depends on it, because it does. No one else is going to care more about your vision than you. No one is going to build your dream life for you. So yes, you'll miss a few parties. You'll skip the brunches. You'll say no to Netflix. But what you get in return is freedom. Work-life balance isn't the goal. Alignment is. And sometimes alignment means work now, rest later. You're not an imposter. You're just stepping into a new level. Feeling uncomfortable doesn't mean you're unqualified. It means you're stretching, becoming, learning, and the best antidote to imposter syndrome: stacking skills. You don't need to be perfect to start. You just need to start. Then build the confidence brick by brick through preparation, learning, and follow through. I remember the first time I launched something new. My voice shook. I over-prepared. I doubted myself at every turn, but I did it anyway. And that's the point. Confidence comes from keeping promises to yourself, from doing hard things, from proving to your nervous system that you can survive what you fear. If you're doubting yourself, ask, what's the next thing I can learn that makes me feel more ready? Then do it. Action creates certainty. Repetition builds belief. Everyone has an opinion. Most of them are irrelevant. If you're building something powerful, you need to protect your vision like your life depends on it, because your future life does. Stop asking for permission. Stop diluting your message just to be liked, and stop tweaking your path every time someone critiques it. The only feedback that matters is results. If you're growing, serving, and building momentum, keep going. Refine from data, not from insecurity. Seek input only from people you trust who have the results to back up their perspective. Early in my journey, I made the mistake of sharing my dreams with the wrong people, and they chipped away at my confidence, not because they were right, but because I gave them power. You're allowed to trust yourself. In fact, you must. Most women are taught to ask before they act, to soften their edges, to be agreeable, but leadership requires decisiveness. Stop waiting for a green light from people who haven't done what you're trying to do. You don't need approval, you need clarity. Great leaders aren't perfect. They're clear, they're grounded. They make a decision and adjust if needed, but they don't wait for everyone to sign off. If you want to be financially free, you need to lead your life like a CEO. Set the direction, own the outcomes, learn along the way. You don't owe the world an explanation for wanting more. Financial freedom isn't reserved for the lucky. It's claimed by the bold. It's built through clarity, discipline, focus, and courage. Through owning your voice, leading yourself, and choosing to act in alignment with the woman you want to become, even before she fully arrives. You can be the woman who stays safe or the woman who steps forward, but you can't be both. So here's my final question. Are you ready to stop playing small? If this spoke to you, subscribe, share it with a woman you care about, and keep coming back for more. We're not just chasing freedom, we're creating it.